Bettina Lüscher. I'm the spokeswoman for the World Food Program here in New York, and with me here is the executive director of the World Food Program, Josette Sheeran. She has just returned from Haiti, and we would love to give you an update about the situation on the ground so you get a first-hand sense of what we are doing, the challenges, and what we're achieving.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to get a chance to brief you and be able to answer any questions you might have about the World Food Program's operations in Haiti. Just by way of overview, the World Food Program has been on the front lines of probably every major disaster, humanitarian conflict zone, disaster zone for the past more than 40 years. It is the assessment of our logistic and operational experts that this is one of the most complex operations, if not the most complex, that we've ever faced. I will go through the particular issues for us, but I'd just like to outline the particular areas of responsibility that WFP faces, not only in Haiti, but in other areas. First, obviously, is WFP's food lifeline, which in Haiti we're ultimately hoping to reach 2 million people a day. Those numbers are pretty much holding steady. I've just returned from there, as mentioned. I think we will need to be in there longer and probably deeper, i.e. people will need more food for a longer period of time than we originally expected. The situation's quite grim. Inside Port-au-Prince, people continue to face tremors. Buildings are still very unstable, and it's not a situation where you can see things returning to any sense of normality very quickly. In addition, for the cluster system under OCHA, we lead the logistics cluster, and we are looking at supporting the logistics operations of the humanitarian lifeline, and I can talk a little bit about that. In addition, we had the food cluster, taking a broader view about food supplies in general into Haiti and which NGOs and other organizations are carrying what particular load there. We had the emergency telecom cluster and have brought in and set up immediately 5 tons of communications equipment, including restoring cell phone capability and radio capability between humanitarian actors. And we also run something called the UN Humanitarian Air Service. This is a vital link all over the world for many years, bringing humanitarian workers in and out of conflict zones and disaster zones. It varies about 400,000 people a year in and out of those areas, and we have set that up in Haiti. And it is now the life link between the Dominican Republic and Haiti for humanitarians who are coming in from around the world. And we have at least 2 flights a day now bringing folks in and out of Haiti. So we can talk about all those areas. On the food area, the needs are quite vast, and the supply chain of food getting in is a nightmare. Haiti's infrastructure was not that strong to start with, but what they had is in many places completely obliterated and broken down. So just to give a little bit of texture on that, when you're looking at bringing in a huge amount of food supplies, Haiti is an import-dependent country. And so everything that we're utilizing, we basically have to bring in from abroad right now until the harvest, where we'll try to buy locally if there is extra food in the country. But looking at the inflow into Haiti, we've opened 5 humanitarian corridors to get that in by land, sea, and air. But bringing in enough food to be able to get out is extremely challenging. And then once in Haiti, our warehouses were pretty much destroyed. We had one that was not almost completely inoperable. And so warehousing and staging has to be totally rebuilt. WFP staff is like many others. 90% of them are homeless. And I lived in a tent with our staff there. Many of our staff are living on streets with their families. and then going out and delivering food during the day. So it is really the only situation we've seen where the humanitarian community there, our own staffs, are as affected as the population. And I have there's many stories of heroism there, and one of my key staff there, his son was killed in the earthquake. He lost everything, and he dealt with that, and within 24 hours was back delivering food. So we're seeing a situation where the communications are shut down, the roads are often impassable, and even when I was there, we were going through one of our convoy routes. It was soon after a major tremor, and a house collapsed on the road in front of us and blocked the road and the ability to get through. So it's a very challenging situation logistically. WFP so far has been able to get out 8 million meals to the people of Haiti, both in Port-au-Prince and outside of Port-au-Prince. About 80% of that's inside Port-au-Prince, about 20% outside of Port-au-Prince. We are now gearing up the WFP logistics machine that you would see in other frontline situations come into place. So we have helicopters now in place, 3, that can do sling drops, mainly outside of the city. We had 70 trucks. We have added 75 trucks for operations over land bringing food in. And we have contracted for 36,000 metric tons of warehouse space. All of these areas need to be taken care of to handle the kind of flow that is needed. In addition, we are looking at establishing regular secure corridors for the delivery of food into Port-au-Prince to fixed points of distribution that will benefit not only the food distributions, but all distributions. As you know, this has been extremely challenging since people have been on the move. And understanding where best to reach them and establishing those corridors under the leadership of the Haitian government has been very key. So I just wanted a chance to come be with you and answer any questions you might have. I will mention that one of our big challenges is the cooking facilities for people have been pretty much destroyed. People don't have access to cooking fuel or cooking apparatus or water to cook food in. And so we are really putting out an appeal for ready-to-use foods. And we are pretty much drawing down all supply available everywhere. These are high-energy biscuits that we're producing in El Salvador and bringing in. They're highly nutritious. We're bringing in as many as we can of these. We have a supplementary plumpy. It's a peanut paste that's highly fortified. We're bringing in 400 metric tons of this for children. You don't have to add water. You just rip open the package, and it will keep a child with all the vitamins and nutrients that they need. And we are distributing and calling upon all of the world's militaries to give us any spare meals ready to eat that they have for their own troops. And we plan to collect all of those that we can find globally to bring in there. So for people who do not have access to the ability to cook, of which there are estimated to be over 1 million homeless inside Port-au-Prince alone, we're really looking to using ready-to-use foods like that to ensure that they get enough food. So we have put many of those distributed, many of those, in fact, the majority of the meals we're talking about here are ready-to-use foods, but we need more because the situation there with cooking supplies is still quite dire. So progress is being made. We're able to reach more, get more meals out every day. Today we were able to, yesterday, deliver 1.4 million meals. Today we hope to double that number, again, as the truck supplies and the security issues and escorts come online. I will mention that for food deliveries, escorts are required. We've had a few situations. Every time we have not had adequate security escorts, we've had riots at food sites. And we are very concerned that the most vulnerable get access to food, women and children. And they can be easily overrun at these sites. And so having orderly, secure distributions is very key. And I thank MINUSTA and the 82nd Airborne and others who are helping to ensure that we have orderly distribution sites so that food can get especially to women and children. It is our methodology to distribute only to women, to ensure that food gets to women and children in Haiti, and that is taken care of. I think I'll stop there.